In a quiet little village, there lived an old woman named Martha. For more than 40 years, she had lived in the same wooden house, raising children, planting gardens, feeding chickens, and watching sunsets from her porch. Everyone in the village believed she was the strongest woman they knew. But what no one saw was her pain. Martha had spent most of her life giving her time, her energy, her love, yet receiving very little in return. Her children had grown up and moved far away. Her relatives visited only when they needed something, and the people she helped the most rarely even said thank you. She kept telling herself, "I will be fine, things will get better." But every year, life around her stayed the same, and she kept shrinking inside. One evening, after another long day of doing everything alone, she stood outside her house and looked at the warm light glowing from her door. For the first time, she noticed something she had never seen before. The house felt like a cage she had built for herself out of duty, fear, and silence. Martha set her small suitcase on the ground and whispered, "If I stay, nothing will change. But if I walk away, maybe life will give me a second chance." Her hands were trembling, not because she was weak, but because she was brave. Walking away from something familiar is harder than staying in pain. It takes real courage to say, "This is not the life I want anymore." As she stepped onto the winding road that led out of the village, the sky glowed with colors of the setting sun. She looked back at her house one last time, not with sadness, but with gratitude. That place had given her memories, but now it was time to build new ones. She walked toward the distant town where she hoped to find a small job, a peaceful room, and maybe people who valued her presence. She didn't know what waited for her, but she believed in one thing. Life rewards the ones who refuse to settle. Weeks later, Martha found herself working at a little bakery. The owner, a kind woman, treated her with respect, something she had almost forgotten how to receive. Customers loved her warmth, her smile, and her freshly baked bread. One morning, as she opened the bakery door, she realized something beautiful. She was happy, not because she had everything, but because she had finally chosen herself. Her past no longer controlled her. Her future no longer frightened her. Her courage had rewritten her story. Sometimes, the most powerful step you can take is the one that leads you away from what hurts you. And Martha's walk away became the beginning of the best chapter of her life.